is interesting. So, this actually just happened, and, it's... my idiocy knows no bounds. 'Cause I kinda done did it to myself. Well... So, just a little bit ago, I was saging and Palo Santoing my house because I'm kinda dumb. I happened to be in part of my house doing something, and I hear a door start closing. Like, open and close. Like, okay, it's fucking weird. Dog's with me, the other dog's in the kennel, the cat's in the basement. Cat doesn't open doors that much. Like, he's done it every now and then, but not very often. Well, I start, like, looking around the house. I call up a friend. I'm like, okay, this is a weird situation. And eventually it will get solved. But, at this point in time, we're going to try to figure out what the fuck's going on. Well, in the greater scheme of things, I probably should have suspected that the culprit was the culprit. Well, I start saging my house. 'Cause all the doors are locked. Nothing's open. Like, it's freaking 1 a.m. here right now, and I'm absolutely going nuts. Well, this was a little closer to midnight, but, so, I went and called my husband, and I'm like, okay, this is what's going on. First thing out of his mouth is, you should probably call the police. But wait, there's more. I'm upstairs, saging rooms, because as one does, you sage every possible room, every window, every doorway, the whole 9 yards. And I start hearing what sounds like footsteps downstairs. But once again, every door is locked. Nothing's open. Like, what the actual hell? Like, I wish I could say that I was making this up. But I am very much so not. I am just an idiot. That's the best way to put it. So I'm running around the house, saging it, trying to figure out what's going on. And I let our very large dog Solomon out. Because I'm like, okay, we need somebody big and slightly scary, even though he's a giant teddy bear, to come help manage things. Planned to leave him out while I come upstairs and attempt to relax. Well, come to find out, as I'm starting to turn stuff off and walk away from things, that I am just the biggest idiot ever. The fridge starts making noises. I'm like, okay, this isn't the weirdest thing I've experienced. The fridge has made weirder noises before. It's a slightly newer fridge. Still not quite used to it. Well, there's probably a reason I am not used to that fucking fridge. Well, apparently the fridge makes sounds. And if you're not anticipating them, it can come off sounding like a door, opening and closing. And or footsteps on the motherfucking floor. Just because the fridge is fucking weird. All that just because the fridge is weird. So, there's that story. Your great and powerful Roz is just a giant idiot. It's not the end of the world. I mean, it's embarrassing as all holy hell, but, you know, it's not the, in hindsight, it's not the dumbest thing I've done. I mean, I have exes for a reason. But, so, was already planning on saging the house regardless because my mother was here. And kinda don't need her energy in my space. My mother, in her infinite wisdom, likes to be, for lack of a better word, a cunt. So, yeah, no, more story time. Because if we're just gonna sit here and tell stories all night, we might as fucking well. I have quite a few stories. Oh God, where to start? Okay, so I don't know if I've told this one on here yet or not, so forgive me if I already have. I'm not always with it. But there was one time I was taking my husband, well, going to pick up my husband from work in the town that he works in, and all of a sudden, like, it's a foggy, slightly rainy day, so no big deal if there's, like, weird stuff. But when the weird stuff is this weird, it's a little off-putting. Well, to save a little bit of face, well, I was driving to go get him, and it was foggy and whatnot, and I'm driving down the road, minding my own goddamn business, and this big ass, basically Slenderman looking figure is walking across the road. Like, what the fuck? One, it's goddamn daytime. I stopped the car. Because I'm like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. Why is this here? This is weird. So, I realized that by the time that I'm stopping the car, that it's gone. And I'm like, okay, this is fucking weird. But, like, the creature didn't quite look like Slenderman. To explain it the best I possibly can, this creature was tall and thin and dark. But not like a suit kind of dark. Like fur dark. There's no way in hell that this was like a Bigfoot. Because Bigfoots are beefier than this thing. Well, continuing to, like, analyze what the fuck I saw. It's almost like Slender Man and a Chupacabra had a goddamn baby, and it turned out terrifying. Like, this fucking thing was tall as all holy hell. And probably would have scared the living daylights out of anybody else that saw it. Mind you, I'm the only fucking person in the car, so there is literally nobody to corroborate this. And don't mind my pronunciation of things. I suck. Yeah, no, so, like, this big, tall-ass fucking thing is walking across this semi-rural road. I'm like, what the actual fuck? Did I just see this? And I really wish that I had dash cam footage, because that would be so helpful in this case, but it is what it is. There's so many stupid stories. I honestly wish I had somebody in party to talk to, because then we could tell all kinds of fun stories. Like, I don't know, like, there's so many stories. That wasn't supposed to go there. Well, since we're talking about supernatural stuff and idiocies, I could probably talk about a few different experiences that I've had. So, I'm not sure if any of you know, but my sister passed. And it was very unfortunate and somewhat unexpected, and I'm upset that she's gone, obviously, because she was like a mom to me, and her daughters deserve her being here. Well, the night that she died, she did some shit. And if this doesn't scream powerful ghost, I don't know what does. 'Cause obviously she's got some goddamn power. Well, her, in her infinite wisdom, decided to scare the ever-living shit out of our dad's best friend, who we've always called our uncle. This was before he even knew that she died. Well, she decided to go to his house after she had passed, and was walking around his home that I don't believe she had ever been in before. And he saw her clear as day. Like, there was no mistaking her for anyone else. This was her. Well, in that same instance, she broke into my dad's favorite radio station. And the only way we know this is because there's no way in fucking hell that somebody planned these songs. So, Ah, me, my dad, and my brother were all sitting around. Being completely honest, we had gotten done smoking outside, and we came inside to just kind of relax and figure out where we were going from the point that we had gotten. And this was all still fresh and everything like that. It was hard. And I know very much so that the human brain can come up with weird coping mechanisms, but for it to be shared across 3 vastly different people is a whole nother story. Considering all 3 of us were sitting there, nobody had walked away or anything like that. Nobody had been on their phone since after she passed. So, like, this is super weird anyway. Well, she decided to go and play 3 songs in a row. The first one was Don't Fear the Reaper by Blue Oyster Cult. The second one was oh gods, I can't think now. Fuck. The second one was Knocking on Heaven's Door. There we go. Because her and her silliness and her love of being dramatic. Well, the next one that she played was Stairway to Heaven by Led Zeppelin. And so that way I can't lose these songs in my black hole that is memory. I saved them on Spotify. So it was very well worth it. Well, we also dedicated another song to her after she passed because she was very special to so many people, and by the gods, she is heavily missed. Like, honestly, I do not know how we've gone so long without her. Because she deserved so much. Like, being completely honest, that woman deserved the world, and she got hell. And that wasn't okay. Like, that is a whole fucked up situation in its own. And I don't think that's appropriate for story time. Well, more of just randomness, because apparently that's the trend that we're going on today. Ooh, I gained a level. How exciting. As you all can tell who are watching this, I'm playing Conan Exiles, and I'm very obviously in admin mode. Because this is our server. And we loves it. I am working on our house right now because this bitch is taking forever to build. like, pretty sure I've got at least 1,000 foundations in this bitch because of how I had to build it. But I'm also very totally okay with this. Now, as you've seen in the last, like, freaking 20 minutes, I have easily gone through over 200 ceiling pieces just to go around the edge of this. Go up. So, this is most certainly not a small build. But that's okay, we don't know how to build small anyway. Doug. Think I'm going to actually build rooms instead of weird random shit. Because this is kind of a fucking mess. This is not what I wanted this room to look like at all. And I don't want to scrap it and start over. Because that would take so fucking much. Sorry, I'm drinking my Big B from a couple days ago that I had stuck in the fridge, and apparently it didn't water down, so I'm good. Yay. I don't know what the hell we're gonna do about this room. Oh my god, that's a wonderful idea. I don't know why I didn't think of this before. Oh, fudge nuggets. Oh, we're really doing this game, huh? I don't like this. Now, how exactly? Are we gonna make this work? Because I do not like that there's 7,000 freaking pillars here. That thing makes noise. I don't know what else to talk about. Oh, that's hot. Don't touch that. That's hot. Yay! Think we might have this figured out finally. It is definitely gonna take some finagling. But I think I can make this work. Because that should give it much more stability than a frickin' pillar. Yay! Oh, good gods. To go. Don't mind me. Well, I guess since I can't think of anything else, that is it for story time. Sorry about this being such a short video. If you want to go and drop comments or anything like that, you are more than welcome to. We'll be here for a while, so go ahead if you want to know any like random things, or if you've got any specific kind of story ideas that you think that we might have, go ahead, drop me a line or drop me a comment on this video, and we'll see what we can come up with next time. Alright, have a wonderful night, guys.